Hello and welcome to the WEBLABS Technology Demonstration. This will give all of you a feel for what we want this project to become, and we'll start off by opening the web browser. The basic idea is to have a service where an institution can host remote experiments for use in distance learning. As you can see here, we have several different experiments planned. Currently the one that we have built for our capstone project is the Conservation of Energy and Momentum Lab. So let's have a look. The student will click on the lab and be taken to an overview page. Basically, this would be somewhat of a pre-lab reading. It will give them an experimental overview, some of the principles that they'll need to learn to perform this lab successfully, as well as an apparatus section to give them an idea of what they will be using, and an online procedure section telling them what they need to do. Once they're ready, they can then proceed to the experiment. Each institution will be given a unique ID for their institution and for the student, so the teacher can then verify that the student has performed the lab appropriately. So they log into the experiment, and there's video feedback via webcams. They start the experiment. Now, this is the bare bones functionality of the system. In the future, we intend to incorporate whatever features that the institution has in mind, be those pre-lab quizzes to ensure that the students are understanding what they're going to do, or possibly even features where a student can assemble a lab remotely in the sense of connecting switches and making sure that the apparatus is set up correctly. So as we can see here, the lab is now resetting once it's been performed, going back to its initial configuration for the next student, and the data is being saved, feedback given to the student. So this data is now visible on screen. This is low resolution pictures that will help students get a feel for the data that they need to process, but they're low enough resolution that they can't be used in a final report, so the students cannot cheat in that respect. They can then save the data file. As can be seen, it's a simple comma-separated value file, one for the air cart that was struck and one for the pendulum as it swings through. And they're saved to the host computer, where they can be edited with whatever data analysis software they choose. Excel, MATLAB, different ones. Let's try OpenOffice, a spreadsheet application. So as we can see here, this user can now open the two files that they saved. Pendulum, we'll start with the pendulum one. Open that file, and you can see that there's time and distance data in this instance. However, we also are able to just give the students the raw voltage outputs of the sensors, so then they have to interpret those results by themselves. It's very customizable, whatever level of understanding they want. So they can now submit it, and then this will record it for the teacher so that the teacher knows what parameter, in this case angle, the student was given, and can compare the results to what the actual anticipated value is. So the results have been confirmed, and now that value is locked in for that student. So that was a demonstration of the WEBLABS Remote Experiments service. We hope you have enjoyed it, and we'll give you an idea of how this can be a benefit to your curriculum and to your institution.